I feel very unsafe knowing that half the world is controlled by Zionists.
It just seems extremely convenient, that we're talking about a faith that doesn't even allow you to touch a woman, that all of a sudden you're in the middle of a raid and you stop to have sex. And then in the middle of having sex, you shoot someone in the head. And then when you've finished having sex, you cut their breast off. Yeah. Like what? I mean, this. If you need to go to war, you need a reason. And like my brother said, that manufacturing consent is not a new thing.
What do you think when you hear the word Zionist?
I think it's a very corrupt thing. There's a saying by Gandhi from India. He says that there's enough in the world for people's need, but not enough in the world for people's greed. And I feel Zionists are very, very greedy. There's no ending to their greed, so there's no ending to their cruelty.
So it's total insanity what's happening, and it's very relatable to what I'm doing here, the insanity of animal agriculture. And so I very much want to relate it to both, because what's happening to the animals is like a massive Holocaust. And it's crazy that the world's allowing this to happen to the animals and to what's happening in Palestine. I know a lot of people are very controversial about comparing the two, but they're very much related. And
the Holocaust and what's happening in Palestine.
The animal Holocaust.
The animal Holocaust. Do you feel that pro-Hamas viewpoints are being censored and suppressed by the media?
100%, definitely.
What do you think when you hear the word Zionist?
Zionist, I think it has holdings in white supremacy. I think it comes from like a Christian mindset as well. I don't think that it's inherently a Jewish thing at all. I think that it has deep roots in a problematic political ideology.
In Israel, the majority of the population are actually Jews from Middle Eastern countries. Do you think they're white supremacists?
No, because I don't know all of them, but I would say that their politics is white supremacy.
Kind of influenced by white supremacy, even if they're not white themselves.
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, Nelson Mandela was a terrorist.
Yeah.
Before he became the leader of South Africa, and one of the greatest diplomats the world has ever seen. So, Hamas are either freedom fighters or terrorists, depending on which side you stand.
Do you feel that the media suppresses pro-Hamas voices?
They have to, don't they? They have to. I mean, it's hard to look at Hamas and understand why they're being violent, but if you put yourself in their shoes, of course you're going to rise up, of course. And there's no way I'm condemning that. I think it's really sad that they've had to raise guns, but I know that most of them would rather be sitting down, having family time, growing families, growing businesses, like taking their life somewhere amazing, which they were doing, but they've been forced to react. And then the only way you would react, I would do exactly the same as them. So there's no condemnation of that.
I feel very unsafe knowing that half the world is controlled by Zionists, all the major corporations, all the biggest companies, and it's only this time round I've come to realise how much of the world is actually controlled by Zionists.
There are some people who might take offence to the term animal Holocaust.
Yeah.
What do you think about that? Do you think?
Okay, so I can understand somebody coming at the subject afresh without knowing any of the details, taking offence to it, but I would ask them to have a look at the actual definition of the word Holocaust comes from and how it's related. It's about otherism, taking others, whether they be of the same species or a different species, and making a different rule for them because they're different. And so they're very much related.
Israel's not a real country. I think it should be all Palestine, not two-state.
In the UK, Hamas, they're outlawed as a terrorist organisation. So if you make a statement in favour of them, that's a crime under UK law. Do you think that's the right way of handling it?
I didn't realise it was a crime.
Yeah, it's a crime to express support for a terrorist organisation.
Okay, sure. I wasn't aware of that. Right now, it's a Holocaust going on right now. Yeah, similar to Holocaust. Okay, back in the days, those people, they didn't have a say. Those Germans didn't have a say.
Nazis and Zionists I would make a comparison with. Yeah.
Can I ask, what is a Zionist?
As far as I know, Zionist is a offshore. It came from Judaism, but it's not actual Judaism. It is an ideology that feel like they need to conquer the world, or they need to be in control of the world. And how they do it is very cleverly, they invest in businesses, and they have the government by by the balls, if you like.
Do you think Zionism is inherently racist?
Yes, I think it is. It postulates that Jews are superior to everybody else, in much the same way that the Nazi doctrine postulated that Germans were superior to everybody else.
In the UK, Hamas are a prescribed terrorist organisation,
Yes.
and therefore it's a crime under British law to support them. What do you think about that?
Yeah, that's it's completely false. They are not terrorist organisation. So this law, whatever they've done, it's absolutely, unjustified, really.
I mean, a lot of people say Hamas are freedom fighters. What do you think about that?
Yes, they are freedom fighters.
Basically, I think the whole condemning Hamas, I'm not going to condemn them. I'm not going to condemn them. That'd be insulting for me to condemn them. They've got the right to defend themselves, and Israel doesn't exist. That's it.